Well, the Airports Company of South Africa is expected to brief the media on this year's integrated peak season, where the company will share its comprehensive plans for the upcoming holidays. Let's now cross over to SABC News reporter Nosipho Radebe. Nosipho, good morning to you.
A very good morning to you, Leanne, and to the viewers at home. Indeed, we are waiting then to hear from AXA today, who will share its plans for the upcoming peak season. And of course, Leanne, South Africa's aviation sector has been under the microscope this year of late, and that's given some of the challenges that have been experienced at our major airports. And just to look at this year, we kicked off with some serious jet fuel problems at OR Tambo International Airport. A valve broke at the main fuel storage site, and that meant that airlines were dealing with fuel shortages for some time. But AXA has moved, of course, to address that issue, as they outlined in their financial results, which they announced earlier this year, that of course, they've got some contingency plans in place just to enforce, or reinforce rather, that their measures are in place. But this year we also saw more than one occasion power outages at OR Tambo International Airport, and this caused flight delays and disruptions. But now AXA, of course, does have backup systems, but they were only just to cover the basics. So some operations would still be affected. But then when that happens, of course, operations slow down, resulting in some long queues, delays, and of course, frustrated travelers. But when we continue to review the year, Leanne, in July, we saw the Group Executive for Security, Mzwandile Petros, was suspended. And of course, tender irregularities were being investigated there. But now AXA, of course, hasn't been the only one struggling. We know the ATNS, the Air Traffic Management Agency, has had its own major issues this year. This affected big airports like Joburg or Tambo International Airport, as well as Cape Town, and some smaller ones like George, Polokwane and Bloemfontein. And this meant that flights couldn't land in bad weather, which led to, of course, again, major delays and diversions. But we saw the Transport Minister, Barbara Creecy, eventually stepping in, and the ATNS CEO was suspended earlier this year. But of course, we are looking forward to hearing about the progress report from AXA later this morning. But for now, it's over to you in studio, Leanne.
All right, Nosipho, thank you very much for that update, talking to us about all things related to AXA.